The 5 most beautiful places in the world according to travelers. Number 1. Kotor Bay, Montenegro. In Montenegro, the Adriatic Sea slaloms through narrow passages in the steep Dinaric Alps to form the Bay of Kotor. Here, squeezed between water and rock, is the triangular, medieval old town of Kotor with its gravity-defying fortress zigzagging up the steep cliffs above. Although it's possible to climb the fortress steps from town, I prefer to wander the winding Shepherd's Trail on the fortress northern flank. It's here, amid the ruins of a deserted, roadless village, that you can munch on homemade sheep's cheese and rye bread at the last inhabited farmhouse, overlooking the bay's glassy, obsidian water. Number 2. Highlands, Scotland. The majestic mountains, verdant valleys, and lupine lochs of Scotland's Highlands are known worldwide for their magic, mystery, and beauty. Many of the most scenic parts of this wild region can only be reached by foot, so this summer I set out on the country's oldest and first official long-distance trail, the West Highland Way with Wilderness Scotland, over 7 days. We hiked 96 miles through wildflower-studded fields and dense forests, stopping overnight in tiny towns like the quaint lochside village of Kinlochleven. We walked along the banks of Loch Lomond, the largest expanse of fresh water in the UK, climbed the so-called Devil's Staircase Trail, and took in views of the UK's highest mountain, Ben Nevis. I learned that knowing the Highlands is knowing Scotland. Number 3. Mont Saint-Michel, France. My first ever trip abroad was a school trip to Brittany, and the first stop on the ferry remains one of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. Normandy's fairy tale island of Mont Saint-Michel. I've been back many times since. I've climbed precipitously to the needle point of that medieval abbey spire, been guided through the surrounding bay's miles of quicksand, and slept under ancient beams in a rampart room to watch tides race in at sunrise. What I've learned is that, unlike many landmarks, the reality of Lamont's fairy tale pyramid trumps any photo. No Instagram shot can truly capture the vast misty mirror of sand, with one lone fortified pilgrimage site at its heart. It's like a giant frame for the world's greatest architectural image. Number 4. Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque, Abu Dhabi. On approach, the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque looms like a white mirage, minarets gleaming, an otherworldly edifice of beauty that could easily pass for Jasmine's palace in Aladdin. Inside, the numbers are heady. The mosque boasts the world's single largest carpet, the world's 3rd largest chandelier, and acres of pure white Carrara stone. It's hard to describe the sense of serene peace within, calm and cool even in the melting midday heat. Arrive at opening or closing time to witness the sky's violet hue reflecting off the marble. At night, surely one of the world's most extraordinary sights. Number 5. Kinkakuji, Japan. Nestled in the green hills of northeast Kyoto, the Zen Buddhist temple of Kinkakuji glistens in gold leaf. Originally built in 1397, this gilded Buddhist shrine sits among bonsai-style pines, Japanese red maples, and mossy stones. Countless photos have been snapped of the golden pavilion and surrounding nature reflected on the mirrored pond. But be warned, it isn't quite as tranquil as it looks. Being one of the most popular sites in Kyoto, step away from the money shot and explore the wider complex and garden to get away from the crowds. The gentle path beckons you through landscapes beautiful in every season, weather covered in cherry blossoms or thick snow, and is graced by incense, bell chimes, and enchanting temple vistas.